Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? We are going to be talking about model cars. So, I'm going to have some model cars in front of me and I'm going to be showing you guys some of my model cars. Um, I need to pull up the chat really quick because I don't have the chat in front of me. I don't think there's anybody in right now, but we'll see. I may be proven wrong. But I thought I would probably talk about model cars today because I really haven't dedicated a video just specifically talking about my thoughts on model cars and kind of letting you guys know what I prefer in model cars. So this will kind of just be dedicated to model cars. So hi AJ, how are you doing? Are you interested in model cars at all? I'm glad you're here because I think I don't know if I got to say goodbye to you or not, but I'm glad you're here. A bit. Do you know what scale you're interested in? Let me try to zoom out here. Oh, I can't zoom out. That stinks. Like there is. So you guys sell American cars? Wow, nice. Is it Chevys? Is it Fords? Chryslers? Like what is it that you guys sell? But there's 124 scales, there's 132s, and then like in the 136, 134, there's also 160s, and then there's 118s, and there's also even 112s, 110s, but I don't even really, that's just way too, for one, they're very, very big. The 112s and the 110s are like this big. They're like so huge. They would probably take up my whole length of the desk, which is probably like about this big. You like the Ford Mustangs, Dodge Challengers, and the Chevrolets. Well, I do have the Ford Mustang right here. Let me go pull some of them. Got to make some room on my desk here. Set aside my coffee. Put this somewhere else. Unplug this because I won't need it. Okay, so which ones do I want to pull? Okay, so damage, for sure. Okay. Okay, so this is my my Ford Mustang 118 scale model. This it's like a very bright orange. As you can see, it's a pretty big model. Pretty big. It even has engine detail on the inside, which is pretty neat. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Even the trunk opens, which is really nice. The trunk opens on it as well. And I make a big deal out of that because these models, the 124s, let me pull my 118 back here. You can tell that, for one, these are two completely different size models. So this is 124, This is 118. So the smaller the second number, the bigger the model is going to be, if that makes sense. So 124s will always be smaller than the 118s. This one right here is my Dodge Challenger in the scale 124, and I absolutely love my Dodge Challenger. Absolutely love it. So neat. This is the Welly brand of Dodge Challenger model. And now this scale is perfect for those who don't want their models to take up a whole lot of room, but you don't sacrifice on the size that much. I actually did some custom work on this. So this was like a gray plastic looking one, but the bumper, but I actually had made it a gloss black, and I also did some detail work on the inside by using a Sharpie marker to make it black on the inside too, to make it more realistic, because it was all this weird silver color and it didn't look good. So yeah, so this one also has more noticeably, it has its brake calipers painted red. This one also has its brake calipers red too, but this one is a little more customized because this actually has stock rims on it, and this actually now has black rims on it, and I love the black rims on it. It looks perfect on it. But yeah, I am more into 118 scale model cars than I am in the 124s now. I used to be interested in the 124s a lot, but I kind of lost interest in collecting the 124s now, and I actually trying to downsize my 124 collection so that I could make room for my future 118s. This one I think you may like too. This one, I have to clean it a little bit because it's kind of been collecting dust, and that's what happens when you don't keep them in the box. They collect dust very, very easily. And one thing too with most model cars anyways is that the windshields, anything with a clear plastic coat on it or the clear plastic, it scratches so easily. So you have to be very mindful on how you clean it, because even certain cloths can actually scratch it. This is the Ford GT. The Ford GT. I absolutely love my Ford GT. I love my Ford GT. Now these come in a variety of colors offered by Meso. This can come in a silver color with a gray trim that or a gray lines that go down all the way on the top of the car. This one also comes in blue, and it also comes in like this light baby blue with orange stripes in it, and I vomit in my mouth every time I see it because it is disgusting. But they also have it in red, and so when I saw this was such a good option, and I barely ever see this now either. So I kind of think it's rare. So I absolutely love it. And also there's I think it's called Falcon doors. I may be wrong, but it opens like this, and I really like that. It has the Falcon doors on it. You can also see the headlight detail as well, which it's honestly pretty good for. This costs $15, 15 American dollars, which is honestly such a great deal because these usually retail for $25 online. You cannot find them anywhere cheaper, anywhere else. You can't find it anywhere else cheaper than 15, honestly. Another one that is probably, this is my most premium model that I have. It is the Welly Bentley Continental Super Sports. This is my most expensive model. It's a more premium model. You can tell that it's more premium with the plastic windshield or the plastic windows here. Normally the cheaper models don't have door windows on it, so oh man. I unfortunately won't be going live tomorrow, AJ, but I will be going live on Saturday. I go live now every Tuesday and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time it is where you are, but for me right now it is 2:16. So you can kind of get an idea on when I'll be streaming during your time zone. So definitely plan ahead for sure if you want to make my next one. But I really hope to see you in my next one, and I greatly appreciate you participating. Thank you. And basically, it's how you differentiate between the more expensive models and the more cheaper models is what's not included on the model. You can say what's included on it, but it's most likely what's not included. See, this includes the windows. This includes the plastic windows. This also includes better quality taillights. It doesn't have those pegs on the inside here. This also included a tool to help you open the inside. And this also includes more detail in the model as well. Like more like a leather perforation type of a thing. Oh, nope, not even focusing right. And you can tell there's a lot more detail on the inside of the model than on my previous Maestos. Just because there's more silver trim, there's more perforations in the plastic. This does not have flocking in it. It would be a great idea for me to put flocking in this, because that would probably complete this model, but I have to buy the flocking, and trust me, flocking is not easy to find. I'd have to go to my local hobby store, or I have to wait till Christmas time comes around to see if they even have black flocking. So but with these Maestos, you kind of get a mixed bag. See, some models will come at a very like a very good quality. So like this Ferrari right here, this is the Ferrari 458 Speciale, I think. Yeah, the 458 Speciale. This is the 1/18 scale, and you can tell that this is one of their more premium models just because of, one, all the work that's inside the grille here, two, the detail in the headlights, three, you can actually even tell that these are actually a functional vent on the side here. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's kind of hard to tell, at least from this angle here. Yeah, like right here. Kind of hard to tell, but it is functional. The brake discs themselves have dots in it, which is really neat. The inside, I have to say, this is probably one of their best quality models that I've ever seen. I'm not lying, because I'm looking at this like now for the third time of inspecting it, and there's a lot of detail that I normally don't see in model cars from Maisto. Is like this perforation here, the perforation on the door. I'm assuming it's like a carbon fiber, but I could totally be wrong. I think I'm actually going to take my camera off and try to show you guys this way. It may be easier. Okay, so So there's dots right here on the door. Terrible lighting, terrible lighting, terrible lighting. Sorry, you guys. For those who are watching. I'm assuming it's supposed to be carbon fiber, but I could totally be wrong. There's also a perforation down here on the, I don't know what that's even called, but that's pretty neat. There's actually a Ferrari sticker down here as well. And let's see, the dash. The dash is pretty good too. Pretty good. You can actually see the 458 Special printed right here. Wow, so much glare, so much glare. Hold on. There it is. 458 Special. It's right by that silver line right here. So let's check out the engine too. I haven't really checked the engine in this in a while, so let's check it out. Hold on just a sec. By the way, to those who are watching the model car, excuse me, wow, where are my manners? The model car that you guys are seeing right here, this one, this is going to be the next review that I upload. I'm working on that today, but I haven't finished it yet, so that will be the next one that I upload. So this is the engine bay. This is honestly beautiful, so beautiful. Look at all this imitation carbon fiber right here. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And then there's the Ferrari prints right here. You can tell there's red on the inside of the engine. It's hard to tell because I don't have the proper lighting, but it is there. But just the overall detail is pretty impressive, pretty impressive. This is the back. The back is beautiful too. I love the back. But, you know, it all just depends on what type of model cars you're interested in. There's going to be different brands available to you depending on what type of model cars that you start collecting. So like the 164s or the 160s in that type of range, there's going to be a different brand. Like Hot Wheels, they sell those, but those are not always great quality of die casts. I'm not very familiar with those small little model cars, but I am familiar with the 132s, the 124s, and the 118s. The brands that offer the 132s, 134s, and 136 is Kinsmart, and I don't even remember. But the 124s, Maisto, Birago, Motormax, Welly, maybe Mini Champs, maybe even Kyosho. I don't know if Auto Art offers 124s, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that Maisto, Birago, Motormax, those brands offer the 124s. The Biragos tend to be the best quality for the 124s. Oh, Welly offers 124s. It's between Birago and Welly. I would have to be on the side of Welly, but Birago makes solid die casts. They make heavy duty die casts. So between those brands, Birago and Welly are the best. As far as the 118s go, there's a lot of brands like DNA Collectibles, Maisto, Birago, Welly, Mini Champs, Auto Art, Paragon, Kyosho. Let's see. I'm not very familiar with all of the brands, but I do know for sure that there are some brands that I have not mentioned that do sell them. I think I said DNA Collectibles, but yeah, those the brands like Kyosho and Auto Art, those tend to start in the hundreds. Just because the detail on them is very, very impressive. They're made differently, and they're including a lot in that model car as opposed to Meso, so that's why they're more expensive. But what do you guys prefer for model cars? Like, do you guys have a preference? Or are you guys not interested in model cars? But I'll probably head out in 3 minutes if I don't see anybody else new, or anybody else comment in. I do have to go pretty soon because me and my sister are going to go to the store. So AJ is really the only one that is participating in the chat, or was participating in the chat. So but if someone asked me what my favorite model car was out of all of my model cars, I don't know if I could give them a specific favorite because I have I'm not gonna lie, I do have a lot of model cars, but all of them are really nice. All of them are unique, and they all have specific features to them that are that make them stand out more. I really couldn't choose a favorite of mine. All of them have I do have like a couple of red ones, a couple of gray ones, a couple of blue ones. Sprinkles. She likes to lay on my desk and she likes to sprawl. Let me show you guys her really quick. This is what she likes to do. She likes to go on my desk and she likes to just plop. Even if there's just stuff around, she honestly does not care. She's so cute though. Hold on. What you doing, Sprinkles? Say hi to the YouTube fam. But yeah, I really couldn't choose a favorite model car of mine. I love my model cars. I would have a really hard time selling my 118s. I'm having an easier time letting go of my 124s, but I'm still kind of having a little bit of a hard time letting those go too, even though I'm not collecting those anymore. But it's pretty hard. It's I started collecting the 134s, the small ones, because those were what I saw first. Then, well, my first model car ever was a 124. Then after I got my first 124, I got a 134. And then I started collecting those in conjunction with the 124s. And then my first ever 118 model it's actually a 120 scale. It's not truly a 118, but it's a 120 scale. It's my Lamborghini Urus, and I got that maybe like 4 months ago. I didn't know at the time that it was very, very expensive when I got it, but it's a very nice model car. And my second one after that one, I believe, is my I think it's my Bentley. That was my second one after that one. It's like the place that I got it at, Pegasus Hobbies. AJ, you're still here? Hi. Basically where I got it from, Pegasus Hobbies, they're in Montclair, California, and they have a lot of die-casts to choose from, but they mostly specialize in the classics and in the early 2000s gen. I would like to see more recent model cars from them besides Camaros, things like that, but yeah, isn't she so cute? And you came back, but it's very tired. Well, I'm probably gonna leave pretty soon, AJ. I do have things that I have to do, unfortunately. If it would have been different if there was more people in here, I would have stayed longer, but you are the only one that's in here right now, so I'll probably... Oh, my mom. She was in the hallway and she saw my cat Sprinkles, who was on my desk. What she likes to do is she likes to come on my desk and just plop. She'll move my model cars and she will push them off to the side and she'll just plop anywhere she wants on my desk. This is Sprinkles. So, her name is Sprinkles. She's a cutie pie. What do you think of this model car, AJ? Hold on. This is the SRT Viper. It's a very, it's actually one of the nicer greens that I've seen. Hold on, let me move my camera and just hold it. That way it'll get a better light on it. But it has like a flake in it. It's a very beautiful. Yeah, I like it too. It's actually it's a neat model car. I actually saw this. This is my most recent model car that I got. This I found at Sam's Club. I actually returned one of my model cars to get this one instead, because I like this one. And I like this one more than I did the other one. So normally this would be called the Dodge Viper, but they actually renamed it as the SRT Viper. Have no idea why they named it SRT, but they did rename it that. This actually is a hatchback, maybe even a fastback, but it opens. The whole thing opens, which is pretty neat. Maybe, AJ, maybe. Everybody had agreed, or almost everybody had agreed that 2 o'clock was a good time to live stream. People in England said it was a good time to live stream. A couple of others here in the US said it was a good time to live stream as well, 2 o'clock. So I honestly don't know why they're not here, unless if they're not interested in model cars, which is that's fine. Not everybody's gonna like model cars, but um, that was the time that they had agreed upon. So yeah, it does kind of stink a little bit. I was honestly hoping to get my model car audience here too. Maybe they're just watching and not saying anything. I know that there's a couple of people that do that, but don't say anything. But they, I was trying to get that audience too, and my regular audience if they wanted to join as well. You're one of my regular audiences, so I actually am kind of glad that you like model cars somewhat, so that I can actually talk to you about them a little bit. But do you collect model cars? Or are you? Yeah, I'm probably gonna head off pretty soon. But do you collect model cars? I have. There's this one person that I know. His name is Romaric Jaffray Collection. He is French, and or this person's French. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but um, they do model cars, and they're actually starting to show actual cars on there. Sprinkles! You cannot just move onto my diecast. This one almost fell because of you. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you start collecting them, it can get, I'm not gonna lie, it can get pretty expensive depending on what type of model cars you can get, what you want to get. But there are the small, it all just depends on your preference. See, there's small little model cars, and then there's big model cars. Smaller ones tend to be more affordable as opposed to the bigger ones, which can get more expensive. These ones can tend to be more expensive. This actually is probably the most affordable 1/18 scale that you can buy. This is $15 at Sam's Club and Costco. Now, I don't know if those stores are out in your area. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it all just depends on your preference. I mean, from what I've heard, the most popular size and scale that people collect is the 143s. I think it's the 143s. It's either the 143s or the 160s. But hey Dale, nice to see you. I actually graduated school. I graduated this year. Um, I I graduated in January, but I haven't had work yet, so I have free time. So, but my free time is usually kind of like spent helping family and doing some errands and stuff like that. So, but we are talking about model cars. What do you think of this one, Dale? This one is really cool. I love the Ford GT. Absolutely love the Ford GT. You do? Is it the same color? All right, AJ. Thank you for coming back. I greatly appreciate it. You have a good night. What color is it? Is it in red too? Oh, the silver. See, if I saw the silver in the store, I would probably be I'd probably have it. I'd probably be really sad because I love the silver. And at first I was hoping to find the silver in the 4GT, but this was the second option that I had besides the blue one and the orange striped one. I hate the baby blue stripe, the baby blue one. I hate it. It's like I will probably never see one of those in my lifetime. It just does not fit that car at all, and so I did not like the baby blue one and passed on that, even though it's the 4GT. So when I saw this red one, I was like, oh yeah, I have to get it. So I have this one, but I have not seen the silver one yet at my area, in my area. So we'll see. But do you have this Ford Mustang? This one is by Meso. You may have seen the review on this already, but we're just talking about model cars in general and things like that. So I have a few of my model cars out in front of me. I absolutely love this paint job. It actually fits this model. I love the yellow flake in it, and Airsoft. Is that a brand? I'm not sure what Airsoft is, but what I like about Meso is that if they tend to go out on the wild colors, they put flake in it so that it's not ugly. If this was just a flat orange, I would have probably passed on it, but since it has flake in it and it's glossy and it shines a lot, then I would get it. But this model is pretty nice. I really like this model too. Now this one can come in yellow. This one can also come in a police theme, I think, in a police themed. I think there's other colors available too, like black, but I have not seen the black around. Yeah, it's a very nice one. It's a very nice one. Do you have a favorite model car? I honestly, if you asked me that, if you asked me the question that I asked you, I would have a hard time answering it just because I have a lot to choose from and all of them are beautiful. So I'm like, I can't choose a favorite. Can't choose a favorite. But I see that you have a Ferrari as your picture, so I'll show you this Ferrari that I have. You may have, I think you've seen this review too, but I have my Ferrari Speciale too. This is a really high quality one. It's a really high quality one from Meso. I actually have another Ferrari. I have a couple of other Ferraris, but one of them I'm actually modifying at the moment. I'm actually giving it a complete makeover. It was a dark red. It was not like this red, but it was a darker red. And I am actually giving it a pearl white paint coat on it. I'm probably going to paint the rims black on it too. But I've done the interior. The interior is going to have brown seats. It's going to have a brown dashboard. It's going to have gloss black in it. It's going to have like a combination of black and brown on the dashboard and everywhere else. But it's honestly going to look great when it's finished. I wish they would have offered the white in my area, but they don't. So I wanted to customize it because I have seen it around on YouTube, and I would prefer to have the white than I would have the red, but customizing it is another option. So after this model, I am going to go because I do have some things that I need to do. So I'm going to show you this 124 that I have. this is probably one of my favorite 124s that I have. It's the Welly 2016 Dodge Charger, excuse me. It's easy to get those two names confused because of their similarities. But I wish this was in a 118. I wish this was in a 118 because if it was, I would love it even more. But this was collected when I was collecting the 124s primarily. I had customized this one by painting the rims black, coloring the brake calipers red, and doing some headlight detailing and some grille detail. I glossed the grille. I also glossed the bumper. This did not look as good as it does now when I had bought it because even though Welly is a higher quality brand than Maisto, they still lack the detail in the 124s at least. So I wanted to give it a more in-depth detailing on it. But on the 118s, however, the Welly does a good job of putting detail in their model cars. But I'm excited to see where my 118 collection goes. I'm very excited. But I am going to go now, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please give this video a like. I greatly appreciate it. I hope to see you guys soon. My next review will be of the Lamborghini Gallardo. It's going to be a baby blue, and that's going to be nice. So definitely look out for that one. And I will be talking to you guys soon. So, bye!